Hello, Nevyka here. Welcome to this next episode of Trails of Cold Steel 2. And we are in Bareahard. And we are doing bonding events. Yay! In the last episode, we got to lay on Emma's soft and warm lap and Maki us through a lovely bouquet down the river. It was a very nice gesture, so I can't wait to see what everyone else does for their event. I see 2 here, so let's do that. Let's do Elliot here. I wonder what's going to happen to Celtic now. Sure, Duke Alberay has been dealt with, but that's not going to heal the sadness in their hearts. And apprehending his own dad isn't exactly going to cheer Eustace up either. He seems pretty down. I wonder if I can do anything to cheer him up. I've got an idea. Hey, Elliot. What do you say we head over to the restaurant in the Central Plaza? Which one? The one Eustace's uncle runs. I think it might just cheer you up a bit. Oh, to listen to the piano girl? Deciding that this was the best way to cheer him up, Reen brought Elliot to the Sorcière restaurant. Once there, they received special permission from Eustace's uncle to go up to the VIP floor. Ha! I knew it. Anything music related will cheer Elliot up in no time. What a beautiful melody. The pianist's been in several music magazines, you know? Oh, so she's famous. That'd explain how her music manages to resonate so well. Only the pros can manage that. Of course, the same goes for you too, Elliot. What? No way. Just hearing her play makes me realize that I've still got a long way to go. The world of music really is deep. Your mom was a pianist too, wasn't she? Yeah. I remember how she used to play all sorts of stuff for us. She'd always play something fun and lighthearted for me and Fiona whenever we were down. It worked like a charm, always cheered us right up. I bet she did the same for Dad too. Thanks, Reen. I can see why you brought me here now. You wanted to remind me that music has the power to inspire and help people move on, right? Guilty. It's just a shame I couldn't do it with my own performance, really. That would have been cool. Sorry for sucking. Don't be so hard on yourself, Reen. In fact, you've helped me realize that there's still something I can do for the people of Celtic. Now I just need the time and an ideal opportunity. Give us a shout when that time comes, okay? We'll gladly help you out. Right. I think it's about time I had a go at it myself. Listening is nice, but nothing beats actually playing. Works for me. Knowing Elliot wouldn't back down after setting his heart on playing, Reen asked Hammond and the pianist for permission. Fortunately, they were more than happy to agree, and everyone in the restaurant was soon able to enjoy a special performance from him. Ooh, go Elliot. He can play any instrument. Unsurprisingly, he played on par with the pianist before him. Both Reen and the customers couldn't help but be fully entranced by the wonderful sound of his music. Yay! Aw, that was such a nice scene. Playing a piano in a big fancy restaurant like this really is a dream come true. It made me feel like maybe there is something I can do for the people of Celtic after all. Thanks for bringing me here, Reen. I feel so much better now. Of course, you have so much to offer, Elliot. See, does this girl have anything to say about his playing? Nope. Okay, where else? Anything here? Yes. There's one right over here. Toa! Toa, is something wrong?
Oh, no, it's nothing. I was just thinking about Bareahard finally being freed from the Duke's clutches and ended up spaced out. You know how when you finish something you're really nervous about and all the exhaustion washes over you at once? That's what I'm going through. But don't worry about me. I'll be back on the ship by the time everyone else is.
The more she tells me not to worry, the more worried I get. I wonder if she needs to talk to someone. Mind if I sit with you for a while? There's a really nice breeze here, so I figured it might be a good spot to relax.
Oh, sure, go ahead.
I don't want to sound pushy here, but, well, if you have something on your mind, Toa, I'm more than willing to listen.
Huh?
I realize that I might not be able to offer any real help, but you've done so much for everyone and me personally, both at Thor's and on the Courageous. That's why I want to do whatever I can for you in return.
That's really sweet of you, Reen. Thanks. To tell the truth, I'm not really sure if I'm the best fit to be the Courageous' captain anymore. Part of me wishes I declined back when Viscount Xseed asked me.
Can I ask why?
Well, we managed to set Bareahard free and have Duke Alberea arrested, right? But when you think about it, that won't do much to ease the pain for those in Keldek. It won't bring back those that we've lost either. And it's not just that. Think back to when Fiona was taken hostage, or what happened with Angie. In the end, I just stood there uselessly waiting for you guys to solve everything. All while having the Courageous at our disposal too. That's why I can't help but wonder what a more capable captain would have been able to accomplish.
Have you been bottling this stuff up all this time?
Sorry for unloading on you. I promised myself I'd become a much stronger person, and yet here I am fretting over every little thing. I'm really not suited to be your captain at all, am I?
Phew.
Thanks for getting it back for me, but still.
Trust me when I say that your worries couldn't be further from the truth. I can't think of a single person more suited to be our captain than you.
But Rain.
In the end, we're still students. We don't have the kind of experience Prince Oliver and Viscount Xseed do. There's no way anyone expects you to be able to do what they can. But despite that, you took it upon yourself to accept such a crucial position in Viscount Xseed's place. You're doing everything you can to fulfill that role, even when you're just a student. Seeing you work like that is what's inspired all of us, you know? We wouldn't be the same team without you.
But that's not true. Huh?
I'm certain that everything we've done so far is bringing us one step closer to taking back our school. Accomplishing that will probably be our biggest challenge yet, though. And that's exactly why we need you. Having you alongside us is the greatest motivation we could ever ask for. Of course, we have no intention of letting this be one-sided. We'll be there for you as much as you are for us.
You mean it, Reen? Boy, you're awfully convincing, huh? You're right. We should be using our worries as a means to better ourselves, shouldn't we? I'm such a dummy for forgetting something as simple as that.
Hey, we all have our moments.
It won't be long now until we can finally take back Thor's. We're gonna go all out and make it a reality, right?
Right.
Yay. Thanks for the talk, Reen. I might not be much of a captain yet, but I'll keep working at it. The better I get, the sooner we can take back our academy.
Aw, Toa. Everything that happened is really has been tough, so the fact that you've been dealing with this as well as you have, trust me, you're doing a great job. Okay, there's someone at the end there. I believe it's Laura. Yep, there she is. Wonder why Laura's going out to the canyon alone. I know she can handle herself just fine, but still. I've got some time on my hands, so let's go check on her. Laura? Huh? What? Laura? Hey, are you alright? Why would you jump in there when it's this cold out? Oh, I see you've come along too, Reen. There's no need for concern. It's cold but refreshing. She seems like she's okay. I know she's used to winter swimming, but we're at the coldest part of the year right now. Did she want to clear her mind or something? That raises the question of what could be troubling her. Laura finally came ashore after spending a little more time in the water. Realizing she would be freezing, Reen made sure he had a towel ready for her. My apologies. Perhaps it was a bit much to try my hand at swimming during this time of year. It really was. Is something up? I know you're fond of swimming, but doing something like this out of the blue isn't like you. See? Sorry, but you're gonna have to let me dry your hair off at least. Very well then. Having dried off her hair, Reen left Laura to finish drying off otherwise and get changed. In the meantime, he headed back into town to grab her something warm to drink. Thank you for your consideration, Reen. I've warmed up plenty now. See? It was worth me fussing over you. Want to head back to the Courageous? You could catch a cold if you stay out here. No need. I'm fine. As you know, I'm used to this. I'd like to apologize for worrying you, however. Well, I wasn't too worried. It's you we're talking about. So, did you bring that swimsuit from Thor's or something? Yes, actually. I found it in my luggage after leaving. I used it often during that time Emma and I spent in Legram, too. Sounds funny when I say it out loud, but swimming has always been a way for me to wash away my concerns and hesitations. Of course, Emma had a similar reaction to yours whenever I did. It's not funny at all, really. I get what you mean. As a noble, I've found myself thinking a lot about what happened here in this province. It is true that what the Duke Albarea did to Celtic is beyond unforgivable. However, one could also argue that he never would have employed such tactics if war had never broken out. It's clear that his position in both the four great houses and the Noble Alliance is what drove his actions. You may have a point. There's no guarantee that any other noble wouldn't have ended up doing the same. What's funnier than what you said is that I'm technically a noble too, but I never even thought of things like that before. We still have a long way to go. Not just in swordsmanship either. It doesn't benefit us to single-mindedly dedicate ourselves purely to that. Still, I feel that if we're able to make it through this, we will be so much stronger thanks to the experience. I want to rise above every challenge life throws my way, both as a swordsman and a noble. Naturally, that involves trusting in others rather than attempting to deal with those challenges alone. Perhaps you're an ideal partner to keep me in check, Reen. Laura? I didn't mean anything special by that, mind you. It's just that since you also happen to be a swordsman, we should strive to motivate each other. I'm curious to see where we can go from here. There are many incredible warriors taking part in the war, but together I believe we can catch up to them. And just maybe, we'll be able to reach the strength of the Lance Maiden herself. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing just how far our swordsmanship will take us. The two talked for a while longer before deciding to walk back into town. I wish Laura and Reen had more in common and to talk about than just their swordsmanship. They're both very kind and gentle, and they're not impatient. I don't know. Every time they talk, I feel like they always force that, oh hey, they're both swordsmen, don't forget. Sorry for troubling you, Reen. Don't worry about it. Just make sure you don't end up catching a cold or anything, okay? Duly noted. Maybe I'll make myself some hot tea when we get back. Okay, who's next? Nobody else here? Station Street? Nope, that's where we are. Central Plaza. Alyssa.
I'm glad Duke Albarea's arrest went as smoothly as it did. I hope Otto can find some peace now.
I'm sure he will. Arresting the Duke was never going to give the people of Keldic back what they'd lost. But it's the most we could do for them.
And we've got you and Valimar to thank for that. Without the two of you, the Duke might still be in power right now.
Is something wrong?
No, I'm fine. Don't mind me.
She's definitely got something on her mind. Alyssa, if you've got something on your mind, there's no need to keep things bottled up. I'm always here if you need someone to talk to.
Typical Reen. Well, maybe not that typical. You're not usually this sharp. But you're right. And now that you bring it up, let me ask you a favor.
I do not understand the question. I request clarification. You and not my awakener wish to board me?
That's exactly what I want to do. Would that be possible? I don't want to use you to fight or anything like Reen does. I just want to see what it's like inside. Just for a little while, if that's okay.
Is that not possible or something? You said they were secondary contractors, so I was thinking it wouldn't be a problem, but maybe I had the wrong idea.
You do not. It is entirely possible for secondary contractors to board me.
Really?
However, only my awakener is able to operate me as intended. There is no comprehensible reason for anyone else to desire access to my interior.
Huh? It's okay. I don't need to operate you, honest.
Thanks, Valimar. Can you let her inside then?
As you wish.
Oh, what? What?
Valimar, did you really have to pick this position?
While I have more than sufficient room for a human and a familiar to ride in comfort, an extra human does put an unforeseen demand on available space. I am afraid there is not much I could do under the circumstances.
Oh, you are so lying.
It's fine. I guess I can make do for a little while. It's kind of weird sitting like this with you, but I guess I am the one who asked for it. I'll live.
Well, if you're all right with it, I'm sure not going to complain, but...
So this is what Valimar looks like on the inside, huh? It's kind of gloomy, isn't it?
Well, there's not much point in having the front screen on when I'm not actually fighting. I have it up often enough these days, but honestly, it doesn't bother me that much. I can see outside fine when I need to.
Oh, right. It's weird to sit here and think of all the battles you've fought with Valimar. When you fought those Alliance soldats and against Scarlet and Vulcan, you were right where you're sitting now. Even when you fought with Crow.
The fights are always different, but the scenery in here doesn't change much. I'm usually so caught up in the fight that I don't really pay much attention to what it looks like inside here. Celine and Valimar have helped me a lot though, so I'm getting better at this whole thing, bit by bit.
It's just not fair. We're your classmates and your friends. We're supposed to be fighting alongside each other all the way. But you and Valimar always take on the hardest battles, all we can really do is back you up from the sidelines. And to be honest, it's been on my mind for a while now. It bugs me to feel like we're just not doing enough.
Oh, so that's why you wanted to see what Valimar looked like on the inside?
Yeah. I thought if I could, I'd have a better understanding of what you go through and what it must be like. Looking around, it feels even more isolated than I expected. Lonely, even. Seeing all the things you do from the outside, then seeing what it looks like on the inside, I have to wonder, are you okay with the way things are? Are you okay with putting yourself on the line over and over like this? Shouldering such a huge burden all alone, and even the burden of those lives you weren't able to save?
Lisa, I've never once felt like I was fighting those battles alone. You said it yourself, right? I've got all of you backing me up, either on the ground or on the courageous. Sure, you're not inside Valimar with me, but I know you all have my back. That's why I can keep fighting day after day. In that sense, it's not so different from our days at Thor's.
Well...
You don't have to worry about me, Elisa. As long as I know you're all there, and that I can look forward to seeing you again after each operation, I'll fight my hardest, and I'll come home the victor. All I ask is that you keep me in your heart, and lend me your aid.
always, Reen. Just don't go doing anything too reckless in here, okay? You're really important to all of us. But especially to me, so...
Elisa... What is it, Valimar?
I have detected an abnormal increase in your heart rates. Maintaining optimal health is ideal. I recommend rest and a medical examination.
No, it's okay. We're fine. We're doing... great.
Yeah, never felt better. Thanks for worrying about us, Valimar.
After taking a moment to unfluster themselves, Reen and Alyssa disembarked from Valimar. And all while feeling slightly embarrassed and more than a little awkward, they made their way back to Bareahard. Wow! Talk about making it blatantly obvious who they wanted the main girl to be. That was such a nice scene. Like, why does she always get the nicest scenes with Reen? Obvious favoritism here from the devs. They even voice over that. Like, even if there was no voice acting in that scene, it still was like the best romantic scene so far. I mean, I already looked at Emma and Laura, who are like, I think the other main people, like the other main women he can be with. And although their scenes were nice and, you know, kind of romantic, you know, with Emma with Reen sleeping on Emma's lap and Laura saying that he'd be a good partner. Right. With both of those encounters, he was like kind of surprised and like, oh, like, I don't know, like shocked a little bit. But with Alyssa, no, he was like super into it. So they make it obvious that he's meant to be with Alyssa. But no, we're not gonna let that happen. He is with Emma, and that's it, Alyssa. Go away. But still, that was a very nice scene. Like, she's not a bad girl. All the women in this game are wonderful. Even the men. If Reen can be gay, like, they're all the characters are wonderful people. But personally, if I were a guy, I'd go for Emma. But Alyssa's not bad. She's okay.
Well, thanks for letting me go inside Valimar with you. It's kind of nice to have a rough idea of what you've got to go through.
You're welcome, I guess.
But you might want to teach him to be a little more considerate. Ignore me. I was just talking crazy right now. No idea how that happened.
Still, that was a very cute scene. I really appreciated that. Okay, guys. Well, I think that's where I will end today's episode. For those of you that watch these episodes, I'm trying out a new thing. Instead of making the usual video an hour long or so, I want to try to keep them at around 30 minutes or so. If it has to go past 30 minutes, well then it has to, but I want to try to cut them around 30 minutes. So let me know in the comments below if what you think of that. Do you prefer, you know, shorter around 30-minute videos, or do you prefer the longer hour videos? I'm just experimenting, so I mean, if you guys watch, it would really help me if you let me know what you prefer. That way, I'll try to find a good balance for the future videos. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I loved it, even though it was only, what, 3? Yeah, Elliot, Laura, and Alyssa bonds, right? Am I forgetting somebody? No, I think that was it. All 3 were wonderful, just like yesterday's bonds, and I'm sure just like the next video's bonds. I love these events. And I forgot that these are special bonding events. I forgot that they mentioned in the beginning that whoever you bond with here, you're gonna have a special, you know, event happen later on in the game. Like, this is the place to pretty much lock in your people that you're gonna get to, I don't know, be with later. So no wonder all these scenes have been much more romantic linked than usual, or more what's it called, they involve more emotion and attachment than all the bonding events before. So I'm enjoying all of these, and I hope you guys are too. So if you did, please give the video a like, comment below what you think, 30 or hour videos, and share this video with your friends, and subscribe to this channel for more episodes into the series. Until next episode, you guys take a lot of care. Jenny!